Hello y'all, I'm Nancy of Nancy's Notions and welcome to my channel. I'm a part-time reseller of pre-loved items. I sell on eBay, Etsy, Mercari, and Poshmark. I hope you enjoy these videos. I'll show you what I bought, what I sold, and how much I sold it for. Thanks for watching. Welcome back y'all. Nancy from Nancy's Notions, and I have another What Sold clip for you. I have 5 sales today. One on Poshmark, 2 on eBay, and 2 on Etsy. It is Wednesday, January the 10th. Let's take a look. All right, we'll start with our Etsy sales. First, we have this Cat Lovers Book of Days, and it's an undated date book, and it's never been used. It's barely even been cracked open, so I'm not going to open it all the way. I paid $2 for this, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. I think I got it at a thrift store. I've had it for a little while. And then we sold this ThermoServe Westwood 2-tier tray, and it is still in its original box. I paid $6 for this, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. So not a great flip there, but I thought they were cool. I got this, and then there was like a little condiment dish, which is also still in its box. So, and I got these at Goodwill. And on eBay, we sold our little Folk Manus rabbit. He's in this plastic bag, so I'll put up a screenshot of him. Folk Manus puppet. I paid 20 cents for him, and he sold for $10.79, also plus shipping. And then this set of 2 Corning Visions, the cranberry colored glass pots, and these have the non-stick bottoms, and they don't even look like they've ever really been used. I paid $5 for these 2, and they sold for $40 plus shipping, so that was a good one. And then on Poshmark, we sold this brass wheat. I'm kind of glad it sold on Poshmark because it's going to be a really long box, and Poshmark doesn't care. So I paid $6 for these, and I took an offer of 18. I think I listed for 23. Someone sent me an offer of 16. I countered back with 19, and they came back with 18, and I took that. So that's all the sales that I have going out today. I did have a couple of sales last night after I filmed. One was an eBay sale, and it was a lot of 17 pieces of Lionel O gauge train track, and I'll put up a screenshot of that. I don't remember what I think the buy price, it was we bought a box of Lionel train things, tracks and cars and such, and I think it came out to about $5 per piece. So that lot of track was around $5, and I think it sold for 20. And then I also sold a Mary Meyer flip-flop pig plush on Poshmark, and I don't remember, I think it sold for like $15 or $18. I don't remember what I paid for it. It probably wasn't very much. We'll say $2 or less. So, but I'll put up screenshots of those. Hope everybody else is having a great week so far, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I feel like I should put a little disclaimer in here to explain why Poshmark doesn't care. All Poshmark orders ship priority, and you can use any priority pre-printed boxes from the post office. That includes flat rate or just regular priority boxes. And you only have to pay an extra fee if your box weighs more than 5 pounds. So this is 31 inches long, and what I did was I just Frankenboxed 2, what are these called? These are the 1095 boxes. So I wrapped the wheat in paper, put it in here, and then taped these 2 boxes together. And it comes up to 31 inches. So if I had to pay for that myself, priority, There's an additional surcharge from the post office for anything, I think it's over 22 inches. And even if I was shipping it UPS, I think once you get over 17 inches, there's an additional fee. So now you can kind of see why I was glad these sold on Poshmark, where it's just a flat rate, and the only restriction is that the box not weigh more than 5 pounds, and this definitely does not. So just wanted to add that in there, just in case I have any viewers who are not familiar with selling on Poshmark. I guess I've decided to make this video have a little extra shipping tips. For those of you who are also everything sellers, you frequently end up with some odd shapes and sizes. So you have to kind of be able to acclimate to whatever it is you're shipping without having to buy, 70 different sizes of boxes, just in case you might need one that's, 12 by 12 by 4, like this tray. So I'm going to show you how I package items like this. And I've used this method for pretty much anything that is square and flat. Large Lego sets, pictures, picture frames, items like this that are just large and square and flat. This is a 10 by 10 by 10 box, and so I've just cut it along the seam where the box comes together. So I've cut it at that corner, and then I have a box cutter. On one end has this little scoring tool. So I'm going to score along the edges. I am going to wrap this box in small bubble just to protect it. It doesn't really need any protection on the inside. It's already in its factory packaging, and it doesn't really, when I shake it, nothing's rattling around in there. So I'm going to score this box to make it fit around this tray. I'll be right back. All right, so you can see that I've got my box scored here, so I can fold it around the item. And I've done the same on this side, and then it does overlap here a little bit, so I will have to tape, and I do reinforce that seam since it's a weak point now. And then I also scored along the flaps because I used part of the actual flap, which is now the side. So I had to make a score along here to make a flap for myself. And then I cut off a little bit because it was still a little bit too long. So I cut off a little bit on each side. So now that it fits perfectly. And we have a custom box now for our tray. I'm going to go ahead and get it all taped up, and then I'll show you the finished product. Is it worth the time to do this? If I sold a larger volume of items, probably not. It would be easier and more time efficient for me to have tall, skinny boxes, because I do this quite often. I seem to end up with items that are flat and square and that I can ship this way. So it would probably pay for me just to purchase or keep on hand, whether I found them someplace, odd size boxes. Since I'm a lower volume seller, I have the time. I only had 5 sales this evening, so yes, I have the time to manufacture a box. And I've done this quite often now, so it doesn't take me long to do it. But if I sold in a higher volume, then I may not take the time to manufacture a whole new box just for a $20 item. So it would be something you'd have to decide for yourself. Do I want to occasionally have to make a box when I'm already shipping out 20 things? No. Do I want to take the time to make a box when I'm shipping out 5 things? Sure. I can do that. So I'm going to get this taped up, and then I'll let you see what it looks like. And here we have our finished product. I've made sure to tape over any gaps in the cardboard. I ended up with those two there and on the corners here of one side. So, and then here, and those were just where the flaps were on the original box. But I don't think it looks too bad. It's almost square. I'm sure it'll make it to its destination in Arizona in one piece. Hope you enjoyed this little shipping tutorial. One of the things that I want to do in the future is get a decent tripod so I can set up my camera and film some shipping. I don't have anything to put my phone on right now, so there's no way for me to set it up to show you my shipping. But I would like to do that in the future. Personally, I enjoy shipping videos. I don't know, it's kind of mesmerizing to watch other people pack stuff. So I can't be the only one. So I thought I'd give that a try. Look for that in the future. Have a good night. Welcome back, y'all. Nancy from Nancy's Notions, and I have another What Sold clip for you. It is Thursday, January the 11th, and I have just 3 sales today, 2 on eBay and 1 on Mercari. Let's take a look. Our one Mercari sale is this, honestly forgot I had these. These are thumb chucks by Zing, and I've had them a while. Yeah, they do still barely light up, so they'll probably have to put new batteries in them. I paid $2 for these, probably at a thrift store, and they sold for $10. And then on eBay, we sold this little woolly sheep. He's got little velvet feet and face and plastic horns, and I'm pretty sure he is real wool of some sort. I got him at a church yard sale and probably paid too much. I paid $5 for him, and I took an offer of $12.25. And then our last eBay sale is this lot of 10. These are called Wonder Weights. And if I can get the bag open. They're just heavy little, like this bag weighs about 3 pounds, I think. And there's 10 of them, and they are used to weight down fabric, like for sewing. Maybe if you can't use pins on something, you can weight it down with these. They have little felt bottoms on them. Some are green and some are pink. And all of the comps that I found, they were still in the boxes, and it was like a set of 6. So I priced them at $20, even though these are a little, they have some staining on them. But I mean, they're still clean, like the bottoms are still clean. And I took an offer of $15. I don't have any cost into these. A while back, there's a house down the street from us that had a partial fire. So the owner just wanted it cleaned out, because eventually they're just going to tear it down. So there were a few rooms that didn't really have any fire damage, and the person who lived there before was a pack rat. I suppose I'm a pack rat, but this was a disorganized mess. And so we were helping clean that out, and we could keep anything that we found in there. So this was one of the things. So no buy cost for these, and they sold for $15 plus shipping. I think they're going to New York. So that's all the sales that I have for this Thursday. If I get anything later on, I'll tack it on or put up screenshots of it. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. I guess people are getting back into the swing of being at work, or not being on vacation after Christmas and New Year's. So this is normal slowdown period. It'll kind of give me a chance to catch up. I did get through a lot of my death pile. I still have quite a few pictures in my phone, things that I haven't listed yet. So I've got enough to last me. I'm going to list some tonight, and then I'll list some tomorrow. I do have a couple of totes of things that I'm just going in halves with a friend of mine from work. So, but they need to be cleaned really well. They were stored in a house or displayed in a house of smokers. So all of them, all of the things need to be thoroughly washed. So that'll take a good chunk of my day. It's mostly glassware. So I'm just going to pick out what's good to list, and then she just told me to donate the rest. Um, so yeah, we're working through what we've got here. This weekend, there's 3 estate sales that I'd like to go to. So hopefully I can get to all 3 of them and pick up some new inventory, kind of fill in some of the spaces in my shelves. So I was just noticing the other day that I do have some spaces. So I did pretty good through the Christmas season and the week after. So hope everybody else is having a great week and is looking forward to something fun on the weekend. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, I don't know about you, but there's always just that little sense of relief when you've had kind of a poor sales day and you just get that one sale that saves the day. Well, I got it. Let's take a look. So this is a lot of 5 Judy Instructo wooden children's puzzles. So we've got the mailman, we've got Judy in her garage, and we've got Fun with Clay. So this is like a teacher. And then a construction worker. And the last one is the dentist. And I paid $5 for these at the Samaritan Center thrift store. And they sold for $60 plus shipping. So that's a nice sale. Kind of makes my Thursday. All right. We'll see you next time. Welcome back, y'all. Nancy from Nancy's Notions. And if you can see the steam coming out of my mouth, it's because my shop hasn't warmed up yet. It is Saturday, January the 13th. And I have 6 orders, 5 that sold yesterday on eBay and then 1 this morning on Poshmark. So I'm going to go ahead and get these packed up and taken to the post office today. Since Monday is a holiday, I won't be able to drop off packages on Monday, but I like to get a little head start. So let's take a look. The first eBay sale we have is this little, I'm not sure if it's a sweetgrass basket, but I listed it as straw or sweetgrass. And it's just a little heart-shaped basket. And I've had this for a long time. And I paid 99 cents for it and took an offer of $7. I think I listed for 10. So it was time for it to go. Second, we have this butterfly table runner, and some of the butterflies have sequins on them. I'll put a screenshot up so I don't have to take it out of the package. I paid $3.50 for this at a half off day at an estate sale, and it sold for $16.99, and all of these are plus shipping. And then I had 3 of these milk glass hollyberry plates, and I don't remember how many I started out with, maybe 4 or 5. But somebody came in and offered me $12 for these 3, and they really didn't sell as well as or for as much as I hoped. So I went ahead and took that offer. I think I had them listed for $7 a piece, just to move them out. I paid about 15 cents a plate, so not much into them. So about 45 cents for these plates, and again, they sold for $12 plus shipping. And then we have this little Japanese cork art. It does have some cloudiness in the bottom, which I disclosed, but there's a couple of cranes in there, and it's all together. Nothing is loose. A lot of times when you find them, their pieces have come loose in there. So I paid 99 cents for this, and it sold for $12. And then the wind chimes that we picked up at the restore, I don't know, I think it was the day after Christmas. I paid $3 for those, and they sold for $15. And then on Poshmark, I sold the canvas and leather fossil messenger bag. I paid $4 for this at the Goodwill, and it sold for $60. And then after Poshmark fees, I think I make it about $48, so that's pretty good. That's all I've got going out so far today. Hope everybody else is having a great weekend and you're staying warm, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, well, packing those orders seems to have gotten my blood flowing, so I figured I'd show you at least a couple of these hauls from this weekend. These are the items that I got at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. They had a huge set of this is Poppycock by Metlocks. Probably got pieces that don't have marks on them. Whoop. Yeah, but it is the Poppy Trail, not Poppycock. That's something else altogether. But they had them priced individually, so I just picked out pieces that I thought would be more special. The rest of them are just plates or saucers, cups. There was the creamer was not there, so I only got the sugar dish, so I got the butter dish for $4. And they do each on the tops of the daisies, like this one's got a little rough spot here, so not like an actual chip. And then the dish itself looks good. No chips on the inside. So I got the butter dish for $4. And then we got the sugar bowl for $4. And it does have a pretty good chip here on the edge of that daisy, and a little one over here. So I think that's probably to be expected with something that has a handle like that. Everything else looks really good. And then I got the coffee pot, and it doesn't, yeah, it has a rough spot on right there on the edge of the daisies. The spout is in good condition though, and it was $7 for the coffee pot. And then they had just a few pieces of the Franciscan Desert Rose. The rest of them were plates, so I didn't really want to fool with those, but there was the sugar dish, so I picked it up, and it is in good shape. Doesn't have any chips or cracks, and it probably does have some crazing. And then there's the mark on the bottom, Franciscan earthenware, and this is the Desert Rose pattern, and it was $4. And then they've done a little rearranging in our store, so they have this huge section that's behind the cashier, and I saw 3 or 4 things back there. Luckily there wasn't a lot of people behind me, so I was able to ask her to bring them up. But for each one of the things, this is what I chose, and this is the complete set of Laura Ingalls Wilder's Little House books. These are from 1971. This is Trophy, the Trophy printing. Now, inside the book, it does list all of these, and this is J1 through 8. And then there's this one extra one, and I don't know, it says J31. It does have a different mark on the bond, on the spine there, and it's called The First 4 Years. So I don't know if this is like a bonus book. It fits in there. It doesn't, I mean, it's a little bit tight, but, so I don't know if it goes or not, but it does now. But I thought it was nice because it was still in the box. No one ever had written their name on the top there. The books on the inside look good. There's a little wear to the spines. You can tell that they've been read. And this one has a little flap there, but and overall they're not in bad shape. And these were $4. They didn't have a price on them, so they just priced them like they would price books, which was 50 cents a piece for paperbacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 50 is what she charged me for those. And then I hardly ever find Harry Potter plushies. One time I found Crookshanks, but he was in horrible condition, so I had to leave him behind. But I found a Niffler from Fantastic Beasts, and he was $2.50. Still has his tag on there. He was $4 somewhere else, probably at someone's yard sale. So, but I got him for $2.50. He seems to be clean. Got his little tag there on his tush. Still has his coin. So, he's probably not worth a whole lot, but I thought he was cute, and you know how I feel about plushes. All right, so that's all that I got at the Habitat for Humanity store, and I will put up comps on the screen as I find them. And we'll do one more. I just got a couple of things at our small Goodwill, so we'll take a look at those. I'll be right back. But our small Goodwill, I got this Waring ice crusher, and it's small, but I plugged it in and it does work. I will try it with ice. Hopefully it still works with ice. If not, I'll probably just part it out if it's worth it. How does that come out of there? I'll probably have to look up the instructions. But overall, it looks pretty clean. There is the tag on the bottom. I know it's upside down, but ice crusher model IICRIO. So, and then, oh, and that was $3.99. And then we found this little, I think this is the moon. And it takes batteries here. It was $1.99. Let's see if it works. Well, if it works, I'll put up a screenshot of it. I seem to have misplaced my tiny Phillips head screwdriver, so I can't take the battery thing off to put batteries in it. Hopefully it works. I don't know if it's worth anything or not, but for $1.99, I thought it was pretty cool. And there, keeps rolling away. All right, that's the only two things that I got at our, no, it's not. I thought there was something else. I got this Samsonite travel case, vintage Samsonite travel case. And it was, what does that say? $4.99. It does need quite a bit of cleanup. And it doesn't have the key, but it is Samsonite Sherbrooke. And look at the fabulous color on the inside. I don't know if it's supposed to have a mirror here. It's really sticky too. Oh no, this is a snap. So I don't know what goes in there. And then it's got another pocket here. But yeah, it's really dirty and sticky, so I don't know what that's from. Yeah. But I thought it was a really cool color, and I hardly ever find the hard cases. And even without the key, I think I should be okay. It has a couple of little dings on it, but I'll try to throw up a screenshot of what it looks like after I get it cleaned up. This will be quite a task, but I think it's pretty cool. Now, I think that really is all that I got. All right, I hope you enjoyed this little thrift haul. One more time, I cannot wait for yard sale season. The thrift stores here are leave a lot to be desired. So I see other YouTubers that live in bigger cities, and they have so many thrift stores to go to, and their shelves are always packed. And ours, even on a packed day, still looks like a going out of business sale. So I'll be glad when yard sale season is back. Hopefully we don't get snowed in. I hope you enjoyed this clip of this thrift haul. And again, I will put up screenshots for what I find for these items. And I'll try to remember to put up a screenshot of the moon if it works, and the cleanup Samsonite. And I hope everybody else is having a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome back, y'all. Nancy from Nancy's Notions. It is Sunday, January the 14th, and I have 5 sales. A couple from yesterday and then the rest from today. Yes, I'm gonna leave my hood on because it's cold and my hair's a crazy mess. So, um, it was nice enough today that I got to take some of my clothing items and a couple of blankets that I had been putting off taking pictures of. So I got that done this afternoon, but it's getting colder. It's supposed to snow. I'm in Southeast Tennessee, so we usually don't get a lot of snow. And thankfully, this time they're saying it's supposed to be a dry snow. Usually, what happens here is it starts to rain and then it turns to snow and then it freezes and then no one can drive. So, hopefully, this time it'll just be straight snow and so we won't get stuck inside. If we do get stuck inside, luckily, we've been to the grocery store, all the animals have food, so we're set for a few days. All right, let's take a look at these sales. All right, first we have a Poshmark sale, which is this Doc McStuffins dinosaur. I don't know what his name is. He does take batteries, and when you press his hand, I don't know, he's either sick or he's well. His little heart lights up. So I've had him for quite some time. I paid $1.99 for him, probably at a thrift store, and he sold for $18. And then on Etsy, we sold these little ceramic country ducks. They are made in Taiwan. And this is also something else that I've had for quite some time. I paid 99 cents for these, and they sold for $16 plus shipping. And then on eBay, our last two milk glass holly dishes. These are kind of shallow bowls. These sold to a different person. She offered me $4 a piece. I think I listed them for $7 or $8. I don't remember. But I just went ahead and took her $8 offer for the two. I paid 15 cents a piece for these, so I'm not losing. Our next eBay sale is this Dixie Nationals. It's from 1980. Participant sticker, Darlington International Speedway. My husband gave me this and said, you want to sell it? So he probably found it in a junk car or who knows. So there's no buy cost on this, and it sold for $10. And then our last eBay sale is this partially used vintage ledger. It does have some pages that have some writing in it, and it starts on page 87. I think it goes to like 280 something. So there's still quite a few pages, but you can tell quite a few have been used. I paid $1 for this at an estate sale, and it sold for $34. I think I had it listed for $40, and someone sent me an offer of $34, so I went ahead and took that. I think that's pretty good for a used ledger. That's all the sales that I've got going out today. I know tomorrow is a holiday, but if I can get to the post office, I'll go ahead and drop them off just to have them out of my hair. I was able to go shopping yesterday and today. Yesterday I went to 2 thrift stores. I went to the Restore and our small Goodwill. And then today I went to an estate sale and our big Goodwill. So I got a few things, and I will show you some of those. If I stay warm enough, I will film it this evening. If not, we might have to wait a couple days. So, hope everybody else had a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, y'all. Nancy from Nancy's Notions. I wanted to thank you for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you again next week with another video. Bye-bye.